Hi Taurus, welcome to Awaken Spirit Wisdom. In this reading we will be exploring what shadow energy you are currently transmuting personally and collectively, which you may or may not be aware of. I will pull a crystal card and an Archangel card to see what additional energies are supporting you through the process. And then I'll also be pulling some tarot oracle cards to give you additional information and what the outcome will be if you do choose to work with this energy. And then I'll be pulling a blind spot card which has a healing symbol on it, and the healing symbol actually helps to activate healing within you, but also to bring this pattern into your conscious awareness. So obviously it's a general reading and it will mean something slightly different to each of you, so just take what resonates for you. You may find that the energy from this card actually kind of unfolds over the next few days, so you may come into the reading and go, well, that doesn't really work for me, that's not where I'm at. And in the next few days you may go, oh, actually there was something about that that's making sense now. So they have a magical way of working through working that way for some unknown reason, so they're quite powerful cards. So just be gentle, take what resonates with you, leave the rest, like I said. This reading is not time specific, so I do trust that if you have been drawn to this reading, a deeper part of your soul is ready to move you through this energy and help you to transform it. So I'm going to start with your reading. I'm going to pull out all the cards and then I will do the reading from there. I'm going to pull just one card because there is a lot of information that comes through from them. I will be reading the information to you because there is so much that it comes through, so I won't be able to remember all of that. So Taurus, what energies are you currently moving through at the moment? So Spirit, please bring forward information about what energies Taurus are currently transmuting. And that was very quick. I'm only going to take one card, so whoa. Well, I think a lot was to come through for you, Taurus, but today I'm only reading one card. Like I said, these cards are quite full on, so we'll go with that one because that's what's jumped out first. And let's see what crystal is going to come forward for you to help support you through this process. Oh, Taurus. Taurus, please, Spirit. What crystal is going to support Taurus? It's amazing, I've been doing these readings and the cards have been flying out like no one's business, so sometimes it's like pulling out teeth, and today it's just information flying out everywhere. So what Archangel is working with Taurus to transmute this energy. Well, the angels aren't flying out, which is unusual. Okay, and then we're going to just get some further information as to what else you need to know and the outcome if you do choose to work through this energy consciously. So Taurus, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, Taurus. So I'm going to read from the book, and you've got number 14. So this is what you're currently working through. I'm going to hold the card up. So the idea is you look at the symbol, and that will help to activate the healing as well as the unconscious processing. So just so you know I'm reading the right information. You've got the energy of the gift. Yeah, that's 14. If you have drawn this card, you are not clearly seeing the gift of the circumstance, just the drawback. You are clearly seeing how what happened or is happening is damaging you, but you can't see how it is helping you, or even how it is exactly what is needed to get you to what you have always wanted. If an ant in South America were to dream of something that only existed in Africa, that ant could not see how to get there, or even that Africa exists. That would be easy for you as a human to see. So you would get the ant to his ultimate desire by putting him on a plane. But the second you put the ant on the plane, he would feel as though you were abusing him and doing things against his best interest. He would feel as if he was losing everything. In this scenario, you are the ant and the universe is you. There is something of value, one gift or many, inherent in every experience, no matter how painful it is. When we throw the whole situation away as negative, we are throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Look for the positives in this situation you were in and are in. Look for how it served you and gave you, instead of how it took away. If you have drawn this card, you aren't seeing the bigger picture, in the same way that an animal can't see that a person who is setting it free from a trap is there to help it. You are not currently seeing that everything that's happening is a puzzle piece in the big picture of what you truly want. And often the universe knows how to best get us there much better than we do. Okay, Taurus. So basically what Spirit are wanting to bring to your attention is, in order for you to heal any situation or wound, the only way forward is to see the whole situation clearly from a higher perspective, so that you gain the gems, the gifts, the learnings, the blessings from that experience, which then will move you into the direction that you are going towards. So what I'm trying to say is, sometimes we get so caught up in the negative that we don't fully see that actually, if that specific thing hadn't happened, we wouldn't be where we are now. And actually, thank God that thing did happen, because I wouldn't want to change where I am right now. So that's for some of you. For others of you, you need to understand that sometimes things don't happen for us or appear to be negative, because actually they're protecting us from the thing that we really don't want to have to go through. And let me just slow that down, because Spirit are just throwing stuff in my face. Hold on a second, slow down. Sometimes, what's the saying, Spirit? Rejection is the best protection. So sometimes we may experience a situation as a rejection or a negative, when actually we don't see it in that moment, but it's a blessing in disguise, because if we continued in that specific way, it would have led you to an experience that you don't need to go through that will be to your detriment. Rather, Spirit have put a halt on your progress in that specific direction because there's something so much better for you. And what Spirit are wanting you to do is raise your gaze to understand that actually Spirit aren't rejecting you or withholding it from you because they don't want you to succeed. They're actually doing that because they've got something so much better aligned for you that is going to give you so much more joy and pleasure, so much more, it's so much more in alignment with who you truly are and what you actually really deserve to experience. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, take what you need from that. It will mean different things to each and every one of you. So we also have the crystal Sugar Light. It's not very clear. And the key word is initiating, cleansing, and spontaneous. Now, if you don't have Sugar Light, you can call upon the energy of this crystal to come forward and help you, because the energies will align with you to help you move through what it is that you're not seeing as a gift. That Spirit are wanting you to see, so you can fully understand that you are being totally supported by Spirit and the universe to actually go towards the thing that you really desire, and you may not even know that that's for your highest good. Drawing this card indicates a need to declutter your mind and environment from all that is unnecessary and negative. How can you invite openness and growth into your life? So doesn't that just resonate and synchronize with the message of that? This stone is wonderful for clearing the mind of unnecessary and debilitating belief systems. Here you go. It reveals long-held subconscious negative mantras and thought patterns that damage ourselves and others. The stone helps us return to the open, spontaneous state of childhood when our minds were flexible and open. Simultaneously, it ensures we don't just absorb and repeat limiting mental processes, but rather gives us the ability to filter out the restrictive, unnecessary and damaging, yet retain the uplifting, healing and expanding. So doesn't that say it all for you? So I feel what's coming forward from the stone, as well as it helping to cleanse and heal, help you to shift this energy, is also to help you integrate the blessings that you haven't recognized from those experiences up until now. And that integration will balance your energy and move you into the next direction of your path. And you have Archangel Raphael coming through. So Archangel Raphael is very much the healing angel, and he is bringing forward angel therapy. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So do call upon Archangel Michael. Michael came through as well, so there you go. So for some of you, Archangel Michael is also coming through, because I've had a slip of tongue. Michael helps very much with clearing untruths and negative beliefs and thought patterns, and helps to cut through those cords, and brings you clarity and healing, as well as Archangel Raphael will help to heal any emotional and psychological wounds attached to these experiences. Do ask both of them to help you see what the gifts were in these situations, so that you can fully release the wound and the pain and the attachment that is holding you back. Once you release all those and you bring forward these truths, gifts and blessings that these situations were actually bringing you at the time, you shift your perception and you move into a more balanced state of being that is whole and integrated and healed. And you become this amazing energy, which is what you are, the Queen of Earth, whether you're male or female. You are this is your energy coming through in your reading. You are grounded and balanced and rooted and powerful, and there are all these little sparks, I don't know if you can see. So your mind is being activated with new perception, new thoughts, with these new blessings. Realizing these blessings will really transform how you perceive not only yourself but the people around you, and that they have all been there to help you move through some soul growth, because this energy here is depicting to me a lot of soul growth on your journey, and these experiences have actually brought you to this much more enlightened part of who you are, or they will be, and you will look back on these experiences and you'll go, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how much I've grown as a result of these, now that I have integrated the understanding and the blessings that were actually being brought to me from Spirit through love, unconditional love for my highest growth and potential. So I do feel that for some of you are going into hermit mode and some of you are going to be coming out of hermit mode. So this is different for each of you. Those of you who do feel that you need to do some more deeper work with this, do go into hermit mode. Reflect, do some meditation, connect with your inner self to get the answers that you are needing, and get the wisdom and insight that you are needing to help you to understand what the truth of these gifts are that are being brought forward for you, so you can release and transmute this old energy and move into this amazing energy. That's who you really are. For those of you who are coming out of it, you may have already gone through this process, or you may be just about completing this process. You may have been doing this work unconsciously. I do feel that for some of you, though, there is still some information and insights coming to you over the next few days or the next week that will really just put everything into perspective for you. And then you've got the Cool card. So totally different energies coming through for me for this card for you. I feel that this energy is coming forward for you to transmute, because you are being called to step into who you really are, to see all the gifts of who you are, your experiences, what these experiences have brought you soul growth wise. There's so many different things coming through, and that is going to, once you have all this information, wisdom and insight, that is going to help you to move forward on the next part of your journey, which will move you into a much more peaceful part of your journey, where some of you are letting go of really old, deep, negative thought patterns that have held you back, and for some of you, you are actually connecting more with Spirit. And I see this card sometimes depicts messages from the angels coming forward, or messages from your spirit guide to help you understand what the next step of your journey is, because you have got the Page of Water coming up here, and this is your innocent self, your childlike aspect coming back in to guide you towards what it is that you really want to manifest. And she holds all the gifts. She holds the gifts of all these different experiences. She has all these gems inside her. So some of this healing that will take place will heal your inner child. Once the wound is healed, she's holding certain elements of your truth, of your soul path, the next stages of that will help you understand what it is that you're moving into, will help you to understand the next stages of your journey, your soul journey, in this lifetime. I do feel there is a lot of angelic support coming through for some of you, so you may very well be connected in with Spirit and the angels anyway. Do ask them for help and ask them to help you with your healing, because they definitely are here to are fully supporting you to do this, because there's something important that is coming into your awareness, or will be over the next few weeks, especially with the eclipse season, that is bringing in a whole new aspect or direction or awakening to some part of your soul journey that is needed for you to move on in the next cycle of this part of your life. I hope that makes sense. It's not clear yet what it is, but there are things coming towards you through your intuition and also through Spirit. So some of you may be getting these messages through dreams, visions, information from Spirit, like through mediumship. But I do feel that there is something really important that is coming forward for you, that is going to unfold, that isn't allowed to come through just yet in this reading, because I think if you knew what was coming, you would probably stay in that energy. But it is amazing, because you finish your reading with the Star card. Now the Star card is wish fulfillment. So there is something that your soul has been wanting to achieve in this lifetime, and it hasn't been the right time yet because you've had other things to work through. Now as you complete this energy and move through it, this part of your soul's desire is going to start to come into your awareness, and this is what Spirit are slowly starting to feed into your awareness, and that is going to help, number one, with a whole lot of healing. So some of you are going through a massive healing process at the moment, and it's because you are transitioning into a different part, a different cycle of your journey in this lifetime. Some of you are already coming through the door and you are getting this information already, but it is leading you to something that you've always wanted. Now, you may not be aware of it, or it may be something that you believe is totally impossible, or maybe you just lost sight of what it is. So it, like I said, it will mean different things for each of you. Just depends on where you are on your journey. But I do feel that once you come out of this and into this wonderful energy, you're going to feel a lot more replenished emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, energetically, physically as well. And you're just going to be in your element, in your power. Doing your thing. And this, whatever this thing is specific and individual to each and every one of you, and it is destined for you to come in at this time. So do allow the energy to come forward, because it is absolutely what's meant for you at this moment in time, or will be unfolding to happen, and it's going to allow you to move forward on your journey. I hope that makes sense, Taurus. Please do leave a comment to let me know how these energies are unfolding for you. Some of you, this energy is completing, and for some of you, you are currently going through this and transmuting it, so it may be a few days or a couple of weeks. So just be gentle with yourself, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Good luck. Love and blessings.